こんにちは。Hello, I'm Izumi Hasegawa, the head priest of the Shinto shrine of Shusse Inari in America. This evening, we will hold 原爆犠牲者慰霊祭 平和祈願祭 the memorial ceremony and peace prayer for the spirits of those who lost their lives 77 years ago when the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. During this ceremony, we pray for the mitama of those who lost their lives when bombs dropped on the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Also, we reconfirm our commitment to world peace. 77 years ago, the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, along with their inhabitants, were destroyed by the atomic bomb. It was the first time and hopefully the last time humankind used atomic bomb. People who lost their lives to the bomb were mainly civilians, including children. They suffered very bad burns and pain. Even those who survived had to deal with pain, health issues caused by radiation, passing on genetic damage to the next generation, and discrimination. As you know, the suffering is still continuing. In the closing talk, we will introduce a video clip of one survivor's experience in English. It is open to the public, so please stay to the closing talk. An atomic bomb was dropped on the city of Hiroshima on August 6, 8:15 a.m., and on the city of Nagasaki on August 9, 11:02 a.m. Japan is 16 hours ahead of Los Angeles. Right now, it is August 6 in Japan. We hold this ceremony on the same day that the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima 77 years ago. Before the ceremony, we observe 1 minute of silent prayer at 4:15 p.m., which is 8:15 a.m. in Japan, the exact time the bomb fell. Please join this 1 minute of silent prayer, Mokto, for those who lost their lives at this moment 77 years ago, and those who lost their lives later because of the bomb and its after effects, as well as for peace, of course. We will hold 1 minute of silent prayer, Mokto, for Nagasaki on August 8, 7:02 p.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time. Please join us in prayer wherever you are. Thank you for joining our memorial ceremony and peace prayer. We are now approaching 4:15 p.m., which is 8:15 a.m. in Japan. On August 6, 1945 at 8:15 a.m., an atomic bomb was dropped over the city of Hiroshima and 80,000 people died almost instantly, including babies, children, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, grandmothers, grandfathers, best friends, and pets, animals, plants. It is very sad to see the reality that there are still wars on this planet. It is already 21st century. Why people won't learn from the past? I thought humans are intelligent creatures to seek harmony and the way peacefully to understand each other. We participate in the Bells for Peace project, which is worldwide. Anyone may ring the bells at the time the bomb fell in the city of Hiroshima and Nagasaki to let people remember the history and pray for peace. So we combine our 1 minute silent prayer with Bells for Peace. Bells for Peace project is the legacy of our super volunteer, the late Richard Fukuhara, who was passionate about peace activities because he was moved by the stories from Hiroshima and Nagasaki survivors. Today, after the ceremony, we will introduce testimonial video of a survivor from Nagasaki, Miss Sakue Shimohira-san, with English dub. When the bomb dropped, she was 10 years old. Her experience is very powerful, so please stay for the closing talk, which is open to the public. Now let's bow our heads in silent prayer. 黙祷。ありがとうございました。Thank you for joining our Peace Silent Prayer and Birds for Peace for Hiroshima. Just before we start, here are some basic Shinto shrine etiquette pointers. You did perform temizu, right? Also, please don't wear hats, caps, sunglasses, and silence or turn off your cell phone. Also, refrain from drinking or eating during the ceremony. When you are participating in a Shinto ceremony, you should compose yourself as if you are meeting someone very important in a formal situation where you are on stage and everyone is looking at you. Please face toward Los Angeles. If it is hard for you to stand due to health issues, it is okay to remain seated whenever the instructions are to stand. If possible, please perform the actions such as bow as if you are standing. Your Osai-sen help us keep making this live stream. Thank you for your support. ありがとうございます。We would like to let you know that we have several fantastic volunteers for running our shrine. Sora Suzukaze-san has been helping to run our YouTube channel. Sora usually participate in person, but due to extremely high gas price in California, we decided that Sora will dial in remotely. Instead of Sora, we have Mark Lee-san is here to help to set up, pack, load, unload the altar from Shrine Storage Room, and he will be your representative for this evening. Sylvia Kirinen-san and Mike O'Brien-san help with email distribution, social media posting. Asa Melgoza-san has been helping with website development. Nobuhara Mina-san has been contributing her illustration skill. J.D. Jogenson-san helped with English and book publishing related work. And music for Irei-sai is a different tune from usual Matsuri. Otta Naohiro-san, who is a former Guji at the Hiro Daijingu in Hawaii, contributed the opening music. And Fabio Lambelli-san, who is a professor of Japanese religions, Department of Religious Studies at the University of California, Santa Barbara, contributed music for Tamaguchi Haire. ありがとうございます for their contribution. We would like to let you know that we started two fundraising projects. The first is building a Shinto shrine, which will additionally be used as a community center. The second is for a mobile Shinto shrine. With a shrine building, Shinto ceremony can be live streamed as a participant's perspective, and we will be able to hold additional ceremonies, okito, and classes such as Miko Shrine Maiden and Shinto Priest Assistant class, Kagura playing class, summer camp to learn Japanese mythology, etc. Even just a retail space to rent is a good start. If you or someone you know has a building or a rental that can be donated, please contact us. よろしくお願いします。A mobile Shinto shrine will allow us to visit your town to hold the ceremonies and classes. In order to make this dream come true, we need your huge support. We'd love to visit your town and hold a Shinto ceremony. For details, please visit our website shintoinari.org. We also need people to help run our shrine office. Remember, volunteer hours can be used for school credit. This is a great opportunity to get school credit, and we are looking for ideas to raise funds. To get in touch, please use our contact form on our website. Before the ceremony starts, I would like to talk about the story of my great-great-uncle. He was a guji of Shirakata Tenmangu in Matsue. But he was in Hiroshima at the time when the bomb was dropped. He was pushed to the ground by the hand of the person behind him. Because of he was ground eye level, he could see air raid shelter ahead. So he rushed to get in them. The black rain fell. He could avoid being soaked by the poison water. Since he was kannushi, a Shinto priest, he was asked to hold the funeral services for people who died by the bomb. Every day, hundreds of bodies were brought to where he was. Every day, he held funeral ceremony for hundreds of bodies. In Shinto, our ceremony have many programs, and funeral is a series of funeral ceremonies. As I talked about last month, as I talked about the other month's closing talk. But I'm sure at the time, due to lack of things, because mostly things burned out, he had to omit many programs and ceremonies. He must have felt sorry and disrespectful. I'm sure he held ceremonies many times in a day because so many people died. After most of the other people returned to where they are from, he could not go back to his hometown Matsue. He stayed about a year to hold funeral ceremonies. After he came back home for the rest of his life, whenever he drank sake, alcohol, the white hand marks showed up on his back. He said, I could not thank the owner of the hands enough. I am alive because he pushed me. この人のおかげで私は生きている。Today, we hold this memorial ceremony who set of the program. So please know many people were not treated as we should do to the war. And please have a strong feeling to pray their mitama. Spirit, peace. Now we begin 原爆犠牲者慰霊祭平和祈願祭 Peace Prayer, the 77th anniversary of the atomic bomb.主罰、ピュリフィケーション。お供え物と参列者の汚れを払うために、お祓いの神様に汚れを払う祈願の歌を読み、大ぬさを振って汚れを払います。読んでいる間及び払われている間は起立して頭を下げください。 To purify the offerings and participants, the priest recites a prayer and waves a purification wand. While the priest is reciting the prayer to the spirits of purification, Kami-sama, please stand up, perform a medium bow and a Hoda bow. The priest will wave the purification wand over the participants 4 times, once for each of the cardinal directions. When your turn comes, please stand up, perform a shallow bow and a Hoda bow. Your turn depends on your direction from the shrine, which is located on Los Angeles. If you are located north of Los Angeles, then you will stand up and bow in the direction of Los Angeles while the priest waves the purification wand facing north. Please stand up and perform a medium bow and a Hoda bow. 竹幕を賢き、いざなぎの狼。つくしのひむかの立花の音のあはに腹に。急ぎ腹へ玉石時になりませる腹江戸の狼たち。もろもろのまがごと積み汚れあらんおば。腹へ玉井清め玉へと申すことを聞こしめせと。かしこみかしこみ申す。Please be seated. I will now wave the purification wand to the north. Please stand up and perform a shallow bow and a Hoda bow. Please be seated. I will now wave the purification wand to the east. Please stand up and perform a shallow bow and a Hoda bow. Please be seated. I will now wave the purification wand to the south. Please stand up and perform a shallow bow and a Hoda bow. Please be seated. I will now wave the purification wand to the west. Please stand up and perform a shallow bow and a Hoda bow. Please be seated. Ipai, a single bow. これから式を始めますという挨拶の一杯を神様に向かってします。神主に合わせて参列者も起立して一杯します。About to pay respect to 神様 nature spirits, informing them the ceremony is beginning. Stand up and a deep bow along with the priest. Please stand up. I'm gonna count down. 3, 2, 1, deep bow. Please be seated. Incense, presentation of the offerings. 神様にお供え物を捧げます。Presentation of the offerings to 神様 nature spirits. 祭祀奏上 prayer。原爆の惨状を伝え、犠牲になった方々の御霊が安らかなることを願い、世界平和を決意する祭祀を読み上げます。読んでいる間は起立して頭をお下げください。The prayer to pray our wishes for bringing peace to the spirits 御霊 of the people who lost their lives to the atomic bombs and describing how brutal reality happened as well as our determination of world peace is read to 神様 nature spirits. Stand up, perform a medium bow and hold a bow while the priest is reading the prayers. Please stand up and perform a medium bow and hold a bow. 明けまくも賢きアメリカ出世稲荷神社のお前にかしこみも咲く狼をはるかにおろがみ待つ諸人らは広島長崎にありて原爆の犠牲となりし人々の御霊和みと平和祈願の見祭りを伝え祭らんとする友柄なり。今し世にありてもいさかい絶えざるは痛ましきことなるも。昭和果たそて。あずきむゆかの広島。同じく9日の長崎は。原子爆弾に襲われぬ。ありとしあるもののすべてを焼き尽くされ、
人々は生ける屍となり果てぬる。しかれども戦終わりて犠牲となりし人々の御霊を慰め、世界の平和を願い、世界の西東はたまた国民の隔てなく、人々をこぞりて仕え祭る様を、めぐしうむなしとみそなわしたまい。ここもちてことあげしこと心に刻み、原子爆弾にて命を失いし、人々の御霊安らかれと祈りつつ、再びかの日のごとき痛ましきことあらしめず、よもの海、波風立たぬ浦安の身をなし、先はえたまえと、かしこみかしこみ申す。
Please be seated. 玉串拝礼 Ritualistic Offering 神様への感謝の気持ち、決意、祈願を込めた玉串を捧げ拝礼します。参列者は代表者に合わせて自席にて起立して拝礼します。We solemnly offer the tamagushi with our gratitude, wishes, and determination to Kami-sama, nature, spirits. While your representative is offering tamagushi, please stand up and imagine holding the tamagushi both hands. In your heart, communicate a message of gratitude, your wishes, and determination to Kami-sama, nature, spirits. Then imagine placing the tamagushi. Then perform 2 deep bows, 2 claps, and the final deep bow synchronized with your representative. Our super volunteer, Mark Lee-san, is your representative this evening. I will guide you through each step of this ritual. During the ritual, imagine you are offering tamagushi in person. At first, please offer tamagushi, then your representative. Now I'm handing Tamaguchi to your representative, Mark Lee-san. Then he is approaching to altar. Then he is rotating Tamaguchi and holding Tamaguchi both hands and please saying message to Kami-sama in your heart. Then he's rotating Tamaguchi. Then placing Tamaguchi on the altar. Then please play synchronize with him. First deep bow, 3, 2, 1, deep bow. And second deep bow, 3, 2, 1, deep bow. And first clap, 3, 2, 1. And second clap, 3, 2, 1. And one last time deep bow, 3, 2, 1, deep bow. Please be seated. Removal of the offerings. 神様へのお供え物を捧げます。Removal of the offerings to 神様 nature spirits.いっぱい、a single bow。これで式を終わりますという挨拶のいっぱいを神様に向かってします。神主に合わせて参列者も起立していっぱいします。A bow for paying respect to 神様 nature spirits to inform them the ceremony is finished. Stand up and a deep bow along with the priest. Please stand up. We're gonna count down. 3, 2, 1, deep bow. Please be seated.原爆犠牲者慰霊祭平和祈願祭にご参列いただきありがとうございました。神主がご挨拶をします。Thank you for your participation in the memorial ceremony and peace prayer. I will now address the participants. Tonight's closing talk is open to the public. We introduce testimonial video of a survivor from Nagasaki, Miss Sakue Shimohira-san with English dub. We are referred this video by American Society of Hiroshima Nagasaki A-bomb survivors, which we introduced a testimonial video of their president, Junji Sarashina-san, last year. In Hiroshima and Nagasaki, 150,000 people, including babies, children, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, grandparents, were killed in the initial attack. By the end of the year, thousands more had died from the bomb's effects, including American, Australian, Dutch, Chinese, Koreans, and people of other nationalities. Even those who survived suffered greatly from health issues caused by radiation and by passing on genetic damage to the next generation. We don't know exact number, but let's say 200,000 people died by the end of 1945, which is the almost same population of Salt Lake City, Utah. Salt Lake City is famous as hosting Sundance Film Festival, which Robert Redford founded. So what if all people in Salt Lake City die at the end of this year? That is what Hiroshima and Nagasaki experienced. This is the city of Hiroshima 77 years ago. No, this is a current the Hiroshima. 77 years ago, people say no plants will grow there for the next 75 years, but there are beautiful green plants growing everywhere. So it appears that Hiroshima recovered, but this is only a surface appearance because they are still suffering. Nagasaki is the same. I asked some of my friends who are parents and or teachers to talk about this memorial ceremony and get their children to participate. I asked this because I want the younger generation to know what happened in the past to prevent repeating this tragedy. But the friend's answer was, oh, the kids are on the summer vacation. So my response was, they can enjoy summer vacation because of peace. 77 years ago, children in Hiroshima and Nagasaki did not have a summer vacation. They had to work. Then most of them died during the bombing. Even for those who survived, there was no summer vacation because they are fighting for their lives. Present day, children in Hiroshima and Nagasaki attend school for the ceremony, even though it is in the middle of summer vacation, to remember those who lost their lives in the war, so they will be motivated to prevent a repeat of the war. Sakue Shimohira-san was just 10 years old when the bombs dropped in Nagasaki. Her experience is very powerful, and you will know war is how brutal. 10 years old girl had to move rubble and pull out the charred corpse and identify her mother or sister. Do you think the child you know can do it? Do you think how much the experience affects you such a young age? Photo of Shimohira-san was provided by Nagasaki 平和推進協会, Nagasaki Foundation for the Promotion of Peace, where she has been contributing her time for their activities to educate people about the atomic bomb's horror. We are approved to play her video in our closing talk on site only by 国立長崎原爆死没者追悼平和記念館 Nagasaki National Peace Memorial Hall for the atomic bombs victims, but this is a YouTube live stream. Due to copyright, we only are able to introduce the link of her video via YouTube live stream. So we are posting the link on the screen and chat window now. So please visit the link and let's watch the video together. The original link is too long, so we made shortened version and QR code on the screen. The video is about 29 minutes, so we will mute this live stream 29 minutes and be back about 29 minutes later. I hope you learn a lot from her experience. You can learn more about the survivors' experience and radiation from the website which we use to watch Shimohira-san's video. Some of the videos have English subtitle or are dubbed. Many survivors told me when they speak about their experience at the night, they sing nightmare. But they wanna let people know what's happened. So there are many stories which did not make video or written. One of them is my great-great-uncle's story, which I talked about before the ceremony. Our next live stream is on August 8th, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time. We will hold a silent prayer with bells for peace for Nagasaki. Like we did today, I will ring the Kagura bells at the time bombs drop to Nagasaki. We hope you can join us with your family and friends to pray peace together. If you are not online at the time, please set a timer on your alarm and take a moment to pray for peace, especially with young people. This is the conclusion of the closing talk for 原爆犠牲者慰霊祭平和祈願祭 and peace prayer, the 77th anniversary of the atomic bombs. For the ending of this stream, we introduced a song which made by the elementary school students in Hiroshima and Nagasaki together to wish the world peace. They sang this song together in front of Sanno Jinja in Nagasaki, where the famous half remains of the torii from atomic bomb and where they have saved the hibaku tree that survived the atomic bomb. Please stay safe and be well and peace. May the 神様 be with you. ありがとうございました。
青い空は伝えてといた自由という希望白い雲は伝えてといた何にも染まらぬ綺麗な心虹色の木は伝えてくれたたくましく力強く生きることを白い鳥を伝えてくれた原爆と戦争の裏さを私たちは伝えてく平和は作るものだから私たちは伝えてく平和は手で掴むものだから平和な空を広げよう世界は空でつながっている青い空を広げよう美しい地球の未来をみんなで作ろう黒い空は奪っていた家族と笑顔と夢を黒い雲は奪っていた活気のあったその素敵な街をでも虹色の 時は伝えてくれた。傷ついても立ち上がることを、白い鳥を教えてくれた。助け合い思いやる心、私たちは伝えてく。平和は作るものだから、私たちは伝えてく。平和はみんなでつなげるものだから。平和な空を広げよう。世界は空でつながる。